On a beautiful fall afternoon here in the mountains. Welcome in to Countdown to Kickoff here on the UPIKE Sports Network. Alongside Charlie Pinson, I'm James Collier. Happy to have you along with us here as the Bears return home against the Union Bulldogs on this first day of November. And Charlie, you look around, you see the colors in the trees, the coolness in the air. It's getting in the latter part of the season. It's go time for all of these teams, including the Bears, who are coming off a tough loss last week at Bluefield.
Oh, it is. You know, Bluefield always, we talked about, it's a tough place for the Bears to play. They've always struggled up there. The stadium up there is a little bit different, and it's just I don't know why, but we've always struggled with Bluefield.
It is I said it last week or 2 weeks ago, it's a place to where it looks like that they took and just blew the side out of a mountain and then took all of what was left over and turned it into concrete bleachers. It is a tough place to go. There's no energy there. The weather's always awful when you get up there, and it's a different area. If you've never been there, it's certainly a treat. But a chance to come back here home and bounce back looking for their 10th consecutive win in conference at home. And they're going to have to do it without a big piece of the cog of the puzzle with Amon Williams going to be out this evening.
Yeah, he's out there at midfield right now as one of the captains in street clothes. And, that's he's the number one scorer of rushing touchdowns in the conference. So that's a big loss out there. So going to be a lot of people have to step up and make it different. You'll see maybe a little bit different look from the Bears today.
The redshirt freshman Jaden Pepper, out of Greenville, South Carolina, will get the nod today. 8 carries for 71 yards, a pair of tutties last week. And I talked with Coach before the game, and one of the things he said was that Jaden had a really good practice this week, and they feel like his development over this season has really taken him to this opportunity.
Well, the Bears won the toss, and they'll receive as we figured, and they'll go from left to right on the screen here in front of us.
The big thing that you look at this game is you've got two teams that like to control the time of possession. UPIKE has the ball for just over 31 minutes a game on average. For Union, just under 33. And when I talked to Coach about that, and I said, this Union team, a balanced team, they like to really control the time of possession. He laughed. He goes, so do we. He said it's going to be a stalemate. Who wins that one could probably decide the outcome of this one. But it's a game where when you take out Amon Williams and you look at what you try to replace with him back there, and when I was talking with Coach before we started our interview, and he said, hey, I might just go empty today. And that's something that this offense is certainly structured to do.
Well, that's the thing. This offense could do a lot of different things. You can run motion into the backfield run. You can run through the through the wings. You can do a lot of different things. And what we talked about the running game, just that short passing game behind the line of scrimmage is just like running a football.
The defense is going to have to stand tall. That was the bugaboo last week at Bluefield. You put yourself in a giant hole. They were down double digits before halftime, and a valiant effort comes up short, 43-40 on the road. But here today, a chip on your shoulder you kind of have to play after the shortcoming last week on the road.
Yeah, you do. I mean, the defense, and especially a team like this, you can't give up third downs. You got to stop hold on third downs and don't let them control the clock on you and move down the field.
Yeah.
Because we both know everybody knows what they're going to do. You just got to be able to stop it.
Yeah, 41% on third down tries this season are the Bulldogs. They're 55% on fourth down. And to flip that on the defensive side of things, UPIKE defensively has been stellar on fourth down. Only 5 given up this season on 19 attempts for 26%. So that'll be a certainly money downs, as we like to call it, a kind of a big tail of the tape in the way this game will come out. Union in the grays today, gray tops, black bottoms, the black lids. The Union Bulldogs will be in the white tops, black bottoms, black lids. Easy safe you can say here, somebody in orange and black is going to win this football game.
Yeah, that's true. These two teams have always they look so similar out on the field, but hopefully the Bears are going to show up and look a little bit more athletic out there today.
We'll see how it plays out. 19th all-time meeting between these two. The Bears lead at 10-8. They've won 3 consecutive. That matches the longest winning streak in the series. They've done it twice. Union had one 3-game winning streak, 2008-9, and then again in 2012. Last year, 63-35 winners were the Bears. First time these two teams played was back at 2001. That was a 17-16 Union win. The Bears got their first win in 2002, 20-14 here at home.
Yeah, and like I said, we've been up there several times. I've done several games up there over the years, and it's just when you play up there, it's just an odd place. I mean, I think we were actually their first ever football game at Bluefield the first year when they came back. We were the first ever football game they played at that stadium. Well, in modern times. We've had a couple teams that have become resurgent and brought football back in since we've been playing football. Most recent, Rio Grande.
Ethan Garn is back to return deep. I'm assuming that is not Escobel, who is typically back there. It's going to be Maurice Davis who will make the return. He's across the 30, 40, and then gets upended right in front of his bench by Jeffrey Smoot.
Had a nice return out to about the 43-yard line, but I tell you, he was one step away from breaking that one.
And had a kickoff return for a touchdown here 2 weeks ago. So here comes the offense led by the number one player in the AAC with yards per game of Xavier Malone, the graduate student out of Knoxville, averaging over 367 a game. He'll put trips to the boundary right, one receiver left, and Jaden Pepper on his left pocket. 3 hats down, 5 across the front. The take to give to Pepper. Pepper shifts and gets stonewalled right in the hole. As getting downhill and making the initial hit was Byron G., the junior defensive lineman.
I think it was a chance right there to get Pepper, just get that first hit, kind of get the nervousness out of him as a starter.
Mixture of sun and clouds hanging over top the stadium this afternoon. Malone wants to throw on second down, goes down the seam, has a connection as that one gets out to Brandon Newton. Newton still fighting for position. It's a rugby scrum with 3 Union Bulldog players trying to get him down, and they finally will, but not before he drags them down to the 32 and a Bears first down.
Hey, what a lot of strength shown right there.
Newton third in the AAC with yards per game at just over 82 per. But a perfect ball there by Xavier Malone. Same formation. Malone on 1st and 10. The take, the give off to Pepper, and he gets peppered in the hole as Andre Johnson, one of the linebackers for the Bulldogs, comes untouched for a loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Union looking for the running game here today and bringing a lot of pressure up the middle. That should open up the flats out there a little bit for the passing game.
And you have to wonder if they didn't come in here planning on having to get a full dose of Amon Williams.
Yeah.
That's why they were so pepped up on the running game. Here's Malone on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. Stands in the pocket. Floats it down the middle. Has his man there of Williams, but it's over. Brandon Newton. But it was over top of his head, incomplete. And it's 3rd and 12. That was a home run ball that if he just gets a little bit more air under it, Newton walks in untouched.
Right. Yeah, he had his man beat.
And that time the Bulldogs dialed up the blitz, and they went cover 0. They basically brought the house.
I expect more of that right here.
42.6% of the time on 3rd down, their conversions have been successful. They'll swing it out near side to Pepper. Pepper walled up, trying to get downfield. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe the 30-yard line. It'll be 4th and long.
Let's see.
This will definitely be out of range of field goal. Isaac Smith's longest swing on the year is 39. So it will be 4th and 10, back to the 31-yard line. The Bears, 11 of 18 on 4th down this season. And Malone tried a hard count. And this may be a place, if you're not going to do anything with it, take the 5 yards to give you an extra 5 to try to punt. Malone will take it on 4th down. Pressure coming. Coming near sideline, looking into the corner of the end zone, and there's the penalty marker.
There it comes. He had him by the shoulder pads. I mean, it should have been an easy call, and it was.
Looking for Miguel Hernandez, the redshirt junior out of Denver, Colorado. So the pass interference goes against the Bulldogs, and it will give the Bears a first down.
Yeah, when you pull that sleeve back, it's easy to see.
It was the back judge that came in to make the throw. The near side judge standing right next to it did not get any call. So Newton and Williams far side. You get Grant Scott as an H-back left. Hernandez stays out on the boundary right. 1st and 10, Malone. The take to give to Pepper. Pepper tries to revert back to the left as he gets down to the 16 on a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. I was looking at the sideline there from the play call, and immediately as soon as the play went, hands went up like I think that was the wrong direction. They flip the trips to the boundary right now. Malone on 2nd down and 10 after no gain. Wants to throw it, does so, brings it out near side. He has his man there of Miguel Hernandez. who gets downhill and gets down to the 11. It'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up after the gain of 5 on the pitch and catch.
I'll tell you what, he's a load to bring down, isn't he?
Hernandez, 188 yards, and or 188 pounds, excuse me. He looks much bigger than that.
Yes, he
Standing on
does.
that side.
That's what the defensive back thought, too.
Malone looking out to the left. He's got Pepper in the flat, dumps it out to him, and a nice downhill tackle is made as Cyrus Satterwhite makes the stop. They'll get him down to the 8-yard line. It'll be 4th and about a long 2 coming up. The Bears will try to convert on 4th down for the second time on this drive. Malone in a twin set. Couple of claps, turns, looks to the sideline with the play clock now at 25 as he resets the offense. Free play as he gets his man to jump. Throws it back to the end zone. Has his man there. Doesn't need a free play. He's got it 6 as Brandon Newton hauls it in for the touchdown, his 6th of the season. And with 11:03 to play in the opening frame, the Bears take an early 6-0 lead. Just a little skinny post as he got past his man and got behind the defense, and Malone put it right on the target. 15th passing touchdown of the season for X.
Of course, no pressure on that one for him either.
You know, no matter what happens, I'm good with this. So Isaac Smith, the redshirt freshman, perfect on the season on PAT attempts, 29 for 29. Ball is back, it's down, it's up, and it is good. 7-0 UPIKE in front. We return to Hambly after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. Ninth place, 56 yards, 3 minutes, 56 seconds, and it's a touchdown strike from Xavier Malone to Brandon Newton. 8 yards for the hookup, and the Bears have a 7-0 lead with 11:03 to play here in the opening frame.
Now see what the defense can do against this Bulldog offense now.
Telvin Smith near side as one of the returners. The other man back is DJ Washington. They'll kick it Washington's way. He will field it at the 7. And he's tripped up at the 20. Excuse me, that's Salation Stadler. So take him out to the 22 at 8 and 6. Very difficult to see between those jerseys. Black on white sometimes are hard to tell on those front numbers. So here comes the offense onto the field for the first time for the visiting Bulldogs, and let's see what the Bears defense can do.
Defensive line has been playing really well this season, though.
So the quarterback for the Bulldogs is the junior of Cooper Wick, 6'3", 190 pound, 1,086 yards on the season, 54% completion rate. He'll start with Tajee Jackson, the senior tailback, in his right pocket. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left. The take to give to Jackson. Jackson finds a crease in the middle, lowers the shoulder, sheds a tackle 25, gets out across the 30. Jackson comes in, 132 carries, 613 yards, 4 touchdowns on the season. Ran for 84 yards and 2 touchdowns in the win over KCU last week. He gets a first down on his first touch as he gets it out for a gain of 10. This Bulldogs team averaging 146 on the ground, 183 through the air for a total of just under 330 a contest. Pistol look this time for Wick on first down. The high snap, the take to give. Jackson gets upended as he comes up the middle of the field. Deej Savage making the initial contact. The junior out of Henderson, Las Vegas, Nevada. So gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
Nice job that time. Looked like he was going to get an opening, and then somebody reached him and grabbed an ankle on him.
Big offensive line for this Bulldogs team. Cedric Irvin, the centers, 300. The guards, 270 and 315. Tackles, 280 and 290, respectfully. Second down and 6 to give to Jackson.
Nice.
This time he's swallowed up in the backfield. Landon Rowe coming off his nose tackle position, the junior out of Pikeville. Gets his second tackle for loss on the season. It's 3rd and long as it goes back to the 34-yard line. Check it, the 33-yard line. So make a 3rd down and 9 coming up now as we go inside of 10 minutes to play here on a beautiful afternoon in Pikeville. Bears defensively, 40% on 3rd down tries, 40 of 100 on the season. Wick on 3rd down and long, wants to throw it for the first time. Pressure coming up the middle, lets it fly. It's caught on the far side.
What's the flag for?
And it may go against the offense as Jaden Bratcher makes the catch. Marshawn Boyden was the man in coverage, but a penalty marker is on the field on the far side, and Bratcher was the one who got up and kind of shrugged it off of thinking that it was against the offense. Nope, they read it against the UPIKE, so.
I don't know about that one.
Well, it was odd because Bratcher kind of gave the body language as it was against them, so. So they will get a first down out of the play as it takes it out now to the 37-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Sun beating down on the field here. Press coverage on the far side by Boyd, and he backs off as Wick gives it off to Jackson. Jackson knifing his way right up the gut, gets to the 40. Pile still moving forward as Unit driven the pile all the way across the 45 and out near the 47, 48-yard line. Jackson, a hefty back, 6'1", 235 pounds.
Yeah, but he had a lot of help in there. A lot of people pushing.
He had over 1,000 pounds behind him shoving.
Yeah. Which I thought, there's supposed to be a rule against that, aiding the runner, but
the way it states is that you cannot physically push the runner, but you can push the pile.
Okay.
So, who knows what's happening on the inside of who's pushing the runner when he's all swallowed up.
It added on from the spot.
The high snap, another give to Jackson. Jackson, a little stutter step as he gets off right guard, and gets out to the 49-yard line on a gain of 2. It's 2nd down and 8.
See, they got their hands full with that big offensive line, though. They're going to be hard to move out of the way.
Yeah, 300 pounds sets them down at Cedric Irvin. 4 sophomores on that offensive line. 1 senior, the right guard, Cam Mitchell, out of Fairview, up near my home in Ashland. 2nd and 8. Trips wide to the left this time for Wick out of the gun. Wants to throw. Clean pocket. Throws it across the middle, and that ball is tipped. That was Levi Evans, the man who gets a little bit of everything. What a season he is having. 49 tackles, 14 for loss, 3.5 sacks. That's 3rd in the conference. He's also blocked 4 kicks on the year. And last week in the loss to Bluefield, 16 tackles, 2 for loss. He's been a warrior out there.
I'll tell you, it was a good job right there getting his hand on that football.
So 3rd down and 8, clock stopped at 7:14. An opportunity here for the Bears to get a stop, leading 7-0. Bulldogs break the huddle, get to their spots with about 10 on the play clock. They'll go in that pistol formation again. Jackson 3 yards deep behind Wick. Wick wants to throw. Pressure coming off the edge. High throw, and it's incomplete. And it was intended for Trumaine Williams, and Deej Savage dumped him at the 40.
Tell you, it had to be a little bit taller to get that one.
He could have got that one jumping off a 6-foot Warner ladder. That ball sailed on him, so the defense holds, and we'll force a punt coming up for the visiting Bulldogs. So Dustin Brown is the punter. If he comes out, no, the offense is going to stay on the field. Okay. So 4th down and 8 from midfield. It would be at the Bulldogs 49, and
now we're going to get timeout.
Well, let's see who gets the timeout. So
Bears.
the Bears will burn the timeout. It might have been the fact of had the wrong coverage out there.
Yeah, they were set. They were looking for punt. Make sure you get the right personnel on the field.
You've got a man already back ready to return.
But now you also got to look for the quick kick out of this, too, if he goes out of that shotgun.
Now you've got Esquivel back to return. So a big opportunity here for the Bears if the Bulldogs elect to go for it to get a stop and take over on a shortened field, as they would have it near midfield. But also, this has not been something that's been uncharacteristic for this Union team, is the quarterback quick kick, if you will. This season, they've had two different players punt the ball. Dustin Brown, who's their primary punter, and their backup quarterback, Braskin Gabrowski, who has kicked it a couple of times, seven times total.
He's back in punt formation now.
Yeah, Gabrowski is back to do the kicking. So rather than their listed punter of Dustin Brown, Gabrowski 7 kicks on the season, averaging right at 24 per kick. They're only averaging as a team just under 29 per kick. Low snap. And Grabowski
sends this
one off to the far sideline. It's out of bounds, and the Bears will take over somewhere around the 35-yard line, depending on the spot of the football.
Oh, yeah, going to close. The 40.
They're going to bring this up to the 39.
Yep.
So that's almost a position. Next time, if it goes through there, you have to think, do you just go for it and hope for the best?
Yeah.
So a good start for the Bears defensively as they get the stop, and the offense gets back on the field with 7:04 to go in the first, leading 7-0. Pepper in the right pocket of Xavier Malone. 3 hats across the line for the Bulldogs. They send 4 coming off the edge. Malone gets rid of it, comes near sideline, has Copes dribbling there, who goes up and makes the grab. Tackled by DJ Washington in front of the Bears bench out to the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 5, second down and 5. Good job there by X, having the blitz coming off the edge untouched and was able to stand in the pocket and get it loose.
Find that hot route, somebody that get a quick pass out to.
Twin stack receivers near side, 2 wide to the left. Malone on second down and 5 to give to Pepper. Pepper finds a big hole right up the gut. He goes across midfield, down across the 45. They'll take him down to the 42 and a first down for the Bears.
A big play right there for the redshirt freshman. Gives him a little more confidence, maybe back in that backfield.
Got behind his pads that time. Slithery through the middle. Bears will stay in that same offensive set. They want to go quickly on 1st and 10. They'll sing it out to the far sideline. This is Jordan Williams. Williams with a blocker on the far side of Newton, and he gets dragged out of bounds just shy of the 35. They'll take him out at the 36.
That's what
7.
That's what we're talking about with Amon Williams being out. That's just like a run. You're really, I think it goes in the book as a run because you're throwing him behind the line of scrimmage, but you already got a blocker out there in front of him.
Bears want to stay quick. They'll flip the set. They'll stack it up wide side to the right this time. Press coverage on the edge. They go out that way. Williams makes the catch on the bubble screen, has first down yardage and more, and gets spun out of bounds on the far sideline. Pushing him out was Donnell Casey, a sophomore, 31 tackles on the season, has 1 interception, but it's another first down for the Bears as they have it down to the Bulldog 32-yard line. Inside of 6 to play, looking to add to this 7-0 lead. Dribbling out wide with Williams in the slot. They give it off to Pepper, and immediately in the hole, he gets hit. Jumping on his back there was Zane Hammock, the big middle linebacker. 33 tackles, 2 for loss. Has an interception on the season as well. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Malone, a couple of hard claps, had his man moving on the line, but they got reset. He'll turn, get the call from the sideline. An H-back of Grant Scott on the right side of the set. Play action, Malone sets in the pocket.
Got a
Lets
man.
it fly. He's got a man
6.
wide open in the end zone for 6. Touchdown at UPIKE. That's Brandon Newton's 2nd touchdown of the ball game. This one a 31-yard strike from X, his 16th of the season.
And
4:55 to go in the first. It's 13-0. There's a penalty marker out at the 30-yard line. Well, let's see what we get here.
Unsportsmanlike, I'm going to guess. Yep.
So they get an unsportsmanlike on Xavier, which is the last player I would ever think in the world you would get an unsportsmanlike conduct player on. So they'll put the penalty on the kickoff. So the points stay, and Isaac Smith out for the extra point attempt. Kick is up and is true. And 14-0 Bears, 4:55 to play here in the first. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
Well, the Bears with another sustained drive as they take this one down the field for 6 more. 6 plays, 46 yards, 2 minutes, 9 seconds, and a 31-yard touchdown strike that goes to the house as Xavier Malone and Brandon Newton have hooked up twice in this ballgame as X moves into 5th all-time for most touchdown passes in his career.
Newton is 10th in receiving yards now.
And that takes Newton into the top 10 now in receiving yards. Little squib kick coming near sideline, but it'll get out of bounds. And then it'll go out where the ball crossed out of bounds because it's not back behind the 35. So they'll have it at the 40-yard line is where it'll be spotted for the Bulldogs, who will take over down by 2 scores here in the first frame.
Yeah, it's not a bad kick right there because you're kicking from your 20. So, no return. That's the main thing of the short field like that.
And as a kicker, what you're taught right there is you're trying to find that hole in that second level of the return and trying to put it there because that ball is live while it's on the turf.
Right.
So you're trying to get it over top before your deep return men can get up to it and the guys up front can roll back. Just could not keep it in bounds. We'll get another penalty against Pikeville, so it'll get 10. That'll move it up to midfield. So a short field for the Bulldogs, who will have it at the midfield stripe.
Amos, what was that flag? False start.
Twin set for Cooper Wick.
So that's the false start.
Rips this one through, and
Nice catch.
that's Dominic Jones who hauls it in. Making the stop there was Cowan Baisley. He takes this one across the 40 down to the 38, first down and 10. Wick has been able to show off his arm, averaging 155 a game. And we've seen he's not afraid to throw it. It's just the accuracy is not there a lot of times. Again, coming in, averaging 54% completion rate. So a fresh set of downs from the Bears 38 for the Bulldogs. Wick wants to throw again. Stands in the pocket, rifles this one out, has his man far sideline again.
Yep, first down.
Another pass out to Dominic Jones, who came in with 17 catches for 257 yards and a pair of scores. And they've connected on 2 quick plays, and they have it down to the 26. So 2 passes, 2 first downs on this drive for the visiting Bulldogs, who trail it 14-0 here inside of 4 to play in the first.
They're running a quick game right now, trying to move it quickly.
They stay in that twin set. Only 3 hats across the line for the Bears. The take to give to Jackson. Jackson runs into the arms of a Bears defender. That was Naj Belgard and Levi Evans tag teaming that middle linebacker position, inside linebacker position, I guess I should say, in the 3-4.
No gain.
So second down and 10. It's one thing you take Union out of being able to do with an extended lead is staying in that running game.
Right.
This right here, a score here would get them right back in it with 1 score and let them bring that running attack right back into play. So second and 10 from the Bears 26 for the Bulldogs. Two receivers each way. Wide side of the field is the left with Varner, out wide. Wick floats it out to the far side. Has his man there. That's Colin Anderson, the freshman, making his 7th grab of the season. Just running a bunch of quick check down and underneath routes, Charlie, and so far doing a good job here moving this ball quickly.
Yeah, they are. Now they got themselves in the 3rd and long, though, so it's going to be a little bit different for them. They got to get that, first down here. Well, of course, 4th down territory, obviously.
100%. They do have a kicker that has plenty of leg to try to swing on. This is from the 23, 3rd down and 7. Trips wide left. Jackson in the right pocket of Wick. Bears showing blitz. Here they come. Wick floating it near sideline, trying to get it to his man who hauls it in. He takes out the cheerleaders and hauls it in for the catch. That's Tate Spade, the redshirt freshman. And he's down inside the 10, I believe inside the 5.
Yep.
But no, now they're going to say it was an incomplete pass, saying he did not survive it through the ground, so it's 4th down.
Okay.
He had it, but when he went into the wall of the cheerleaders, I lost him from that point, and he must have lost the ball at the ground, or the ball the ground aided the catch.
Well, the cheerleaders punched it out.
Might have been. Yeah, cheerleaders may have played extra 12th man on the field. So 4th down and 7, 2:08 on the rest of the clock. Offense stays on the field. Bears showing blitz. They back out. Wick, high floater, trying to come near sideline, and it's incomplete.
A big play right there for the Bears, coming up with nothing out of that, making them you wonder about the field goal right there. I think I probably would have took points.
Colin Alexander was the intended receiver, but it was well past him. So the Bears defense bends but doesn't break, and they maintain a 14-0 lead from the 23-yard line. They will take over here in the first. Again, you're down 14. You need points.
Yeah.
So a punt and a turnover on downs for the visiting Bulldogs. 6 plays, 27 yards, 4:55 in time of possession. They come away with nothing. Big opportunity here for the Bears to really put their foot on the throat of the visiting Bulldogs. X wants to throw it on 1st down. Stands in the pocket, rifles it across the middle, and it goes through the fingertips of Jaden Pepper, incomplete.
Yep. That was a catchable ball for sure.
Oh, 100%. So clock stopped with 1:58 to play here in the first. That's a ball that X has thrown 1,000 times to Amon Williams. And again, no Amon here today, out for this week. And you're getting Jaden Pepper, who's trying to settle in as that first-round starter and can still kind of getting his feet underneath him. Malone lets it fly, coming near sideline. Nice move by Miguel Hernandez, who comes back to him and gets out of bounds, but it'll move the sticks, and another Bears first down, their 7th of the ball game.
I like Hernandez. He doesn't take a blow, he delivers one.
5 catches for 78 yards coming into this game, had 2 for 15 last week. Showing a big piece of this puzzle here this afternoon with a couple of big grabs. First down and 10, twin set for Malone from the pistol. Rifles it out quickly to Hernandez. Cuts back inside 40. Reaches out to the 45. He's dragged out of bounds by Andre Johnson, the senior linebacker.
They're going to spot him, the 46,
They'll
looks
give him
like.
the reach out to the 46. So a gain of 9 on the play. Makes it 2nd and 1. Near side hash mark for the Bears, trying to add to this 14-0 lead. It's been a pair of touchdown passes to Brandon Newton from Xavier Malone. The take to give. Pepper gets swallowed up, spins free, fighting forward, and
he may have it.
Depending on where the spot goes, they are already pushing him forward.
They're giving it to him.
Santana Smith, number 33, the last man I saw come out of the pile there. He and Zane Hammock on the stop. But the Bears pick up their 8th first down of the ball game as they move it out to their 47. Malone should have a free play, none given. He's going to rifle this one out to the far sideline, and it is caught on the far side. What a grab by Jordan Williams. It was Kiki McMurray that was going up and trying to haul in the interception. He jumped a little bit too early. Williams timed the jump perfectly and hauls it in for a big gain as it goes down inside the orange zone to the 18.
Except we don't need the free play. I'm just going to
throw
throw
it
it
either
either
way.
way. Yeah.
Grant Scott here in the slot on the near side. Great place for a corner route. Malone will give this off to his new tailback in the backfield, and he gets swallowed up as that new tailback is number 33, Porter Road.
Out of Evansville, Indiana.
Road has had a couple of carries
5'9",
on the
172, redshirt freshman.
3 carries for 21 yards coming into this ball game. So second down and 11 after the loss of 1. And did they get to play
Nope.
away? They did not. So we've played 1 here in Pikeville. The Bears leading it 14-0. They'll switch ends and face second down and 11 when we return after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
Nothing as we welcome you back here to Hambly. Alongside Charlie Pinson, I'm James Collier. Bears leading the Bulldogs, and after a big pitch and catch, as Jordan Williams maybe just made a catch of the season.
Yes.
And the Bears have it at the Bulldogs' 19-yard line. Get the Bears 2-5 on the season, 2-1 in conference play, but they still have everything in front of them as long as they win. As the final game will be against Reinhardt, and if they win out, and Reinhardt wins out going into that game, that will be for the conference championship. Here's Malone on first down. Wants to throw. Going on the post route. He's got his man in the end zone. Count it again. Brandon Newton. No, they said he dropped it. They went on the post route. Newton had it but could not survive it through the ground. I'd go right back to him.
Yeah.
They've got something working today. You've got to be able to work on him. So third down and 11 after the incompletion. Malone, clean pocket, steps up in the pocket, rifles it across the middle. That's Newton who makes the grab. He's down inside the 5, reaching for the goal line. He's going to be just short as he'll get down to the 1 on a gain of 18, but it's first and goal. And here comes the big bodies in as Chase Mims will come into the ball game as another tight end. This is time for Mr. Pepper to get downhill.
Yep.
2 touchdowns on the season, an opportunity maybe for a third as they'll go into the heavy set here. Mims and Scott in the full backfield. Malone trying to keep it himself, reaching for the pylon. He's in for 6. Touchdown, UPIKE. Xavier Malone's 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And with 14-11 to play in the first half, the Bears extend the lead. It's 20-0.
Big drive there for the Bears. Put this one up, possibly 21-0, 3 scores out. It's a nice first. Well, just a little over a quarter. Just about almost a minute past the first quarter.
Really good job here offensively, and the other side is the defense has stood tall. Smith for the extra point try, sweeps the legs, sends this one through, and it's 21-0. 14-11 to go here in the first half. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Achieve your dreams at the University of Pikeville.
Nine plays, 77 yards, 2 minutes, 52 seconds off the clock. The 1-yard touchdown plunge for Xavier Malone, his third rushing touchdown of the season. And with just a few ticks into the second quarter clock, the Bears extend their lead 21-0. Isaac Smith set to send this one away. Strotter and Smith deep to return for the Bulldogs. Bears looking for their 10th consecutive home game with a win in conference play. Smith hangs this one high. It'll be Strotter from the 4. Out to the 10, tiptoeing 15, tries to spin, and he gets wrapped up. Tommy Turner making the stop as he'll get out to the 15-yard line.
Whoa, may have a flag here. Maybe not. I saw a Union player go to the ground a little way late.
Too, and a little bit later, might have been a little bit of extra help with his flop.
Yeah, I saw him reach for the flag, and it's nah.
We'll play on. So in between the hash marks, centered a little bit closer to the far side. Bulldogs offense takes the field down 3 scores. This is a place, Charlie, you'd love to see a quick stop and score right back.
Yes.
Really kind of put this one away. That's something the Bears have struggled with this year when they've had opportunities to kind of send a message. Jackson starts in the right pocket of Wick from the gun. Down 21-0 are the Bulldogs. Wick's going to throw on first down. Surveying, lets it fly. Goes up top and misses his intended receiver. He was looking for Armand Varner, but it was well covered downfield. It's 2nd and 10 on the incompletion.
Well, Varner was well covered too, though.
Varner leads the team in receptions and yards. 20 catches, 269 coming in. Does not have a touchdown, but had a good game last week in the win over KCU. 9 catches for 121. 13:59 to play here in the first half. 2nd down and 10 as Jackson switches into the pistol look. Delayed handoff. Jackson trying to sweep it to the outside, and he gets tangled up in the backfield. That's Naj Bellegarde, a little 6'7", if you will. It's 3rd and long coming up as the play will go behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2. Bellegarde, 38 tackles on the season, 8 tackles for loss. A big game last week, 13 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss. He and Levi Evans combined for 29 stops out of that inside linebacker position. Union today, 1 of 3 on 3rd down tries. They've got 3rd and long here coming up. Bears bringing pressure. Wick hit as he throws, lets it come near side, and it's nearly picked off. It was in the hands of Quincy Clark. They were looking downfield for Colin Anderson, but the Bears defense is going to force a 3 and out, and they get it back with an opportunity, Charlie, after the first punt we saw, probably a ball around near midfield.
Yeah, I mean, that's great defensive effort that time to make them punt from deep in their own territory. You're going to be standing about 2 yards deep in his end zone to kick this one.
And you would honestly think that the Bears will heat this one up, and number 6 is the guy that you would be looking for. 4 blocks on the season with Levi Evans. So Grabowski again to kick this one away, hangs this one up in the sky. Escobar takes it at the 50.
Got some. Oh, he should have went on wide.
Makes a nice little cut back into the middle of the field.
I think if he went to the sideline, he had more room.
He had some more room.
But still great field position. I mean, you don't want to complain too much.
And the Bears will start on the plus side of things at the plus 43 of the Bulldogs. Leading 21-0, 13:05 to play in the opening half. I would go home run ball right here.
Yeah.
Go to the end zone here on first down. 209 will usually get it done pretty decently. That quarterback rating right now for X. Twin set. Ball near side hash mark, closer to the center of the field. They'll give this one off to Pepper, and that's a ball that Malone should have kept. He had to pull that one back out. They're going to lose 2 as he goes back to the 45 where the initial contact was made.
Yeah, they're struggling to run the football right now.
They've
But
not had much trouble throwing the ball.
No. But now part of that, too, is, they were looking for Amon Williams. They're bringing a lot of pressure in the middle right
Yeah,
now.
they've got a heavy box. 7 guys in the box right now as we speak. Second down and long. Malone steps up in the pocket, floats it out to Pepper. Pepper makes a man miss 40, cuts back in 35, and gets downhill and gets near the first down marker, and he will get the first down marker and a little bit more. Nice play there by Jaden Pepper as he hauls in his 8th catch of the season.
I think Malone may have thought about running that for a second and then saw Pepper wide open and just, laid it right where it needed to be.
And for the Bears, most of the time, that safe check down is always that guy right in the middle of the field. Malone turns, looks to the sideline. His hands have to get tired for the way he claps. He claps so much power. Swings this one out to Pepper. Pepper on the far sideline, 30, and gets hemmed up out of bounds. They'll take him down to the 28-yard line on a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
I think they're giving Pepper a lot of touches right now, trying to build that confidence in him because, he got shook a little bit on a couple of those runs early.
And, again, it's a kid that you're in your 8th game of the season and his first start. So you know that you're going to need him down the road. And, again, only thing you're doing is developing even more depth when you bring Williams back in a week or two. You look at Williams, what he does offensively, almost 1,000 total yards from scrimmage, 600 on the ground, 325 through the air. Malone to throw, quick out, far side, has Stribling there. Stribling sheds a tackle and gets wrestled out of bounds into the Union sideline.
Another first down, though.
Making the stop there was Brandon Farley, the junior. But Stribling hauling in his 15th catch of the season. And will move the sticks at another Bears first down. 12 in the contest. Make it 13, excuse me. As Stribling hauls in his 2nd catch of the day. Pepper a deep motion. They'll swing it out to him near side. Gets the block. Comes near sideline 20. Cuts back in. Tight roping 10. He stepped out at the 9, though. He tried to cut back in quickly, but he will move the sticks. And the 14th first down of the ball game. And the Bears go first and goal from the Bulldogs 9, leading 21-0.
Keeping that clock moving, too. It's been a pretty quick game for the Bears.
Charlie, you know what that means.
Yeah, I should never said it. You're right. I know better.
Here comes the anchor. That's like saying this pitcher hadn't given up a hit in 8 innings. Malone on first and goal from the 9. Play action. Going back shoulder fade. Going up and making the grab. What a catch, Brandon Newton. Touchdown Bears. That's his 3rd of the ball game.
It's the Newton show right now, isn't it?
What a throw. What a grab by Brandon Newton. The back shoulder fade. And Malone X-marks the spot. 27-0 Bulldogs down big here in the first half.
Nice way to come back from a loss.
Yes. And you've got the team that this Bulldogs team beat last week, 32-29, in case you coming here next week for Senior Day. Extra point is up and is true. 28-0 UPIKE. 9:45 to play in the opening half. We're back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. Six plays, 43 yards, 3 minutes, 20 seconds. And the 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon from Xavier Malone to Brandon Newton. This one 9 yards out. And the Bears make it 14-0 as Xavier Malone has put his name in the record books and 2nd all time for most yards in a season 2,784 now on the year. He's up to 17 touchdowns. You'll never guess who he trails at first.
Some guy named Kirkland I've heard of, I believe.
Who hung almost 4,000 last year. High end over end kick. And it'll be returned by Strotter from the 10. Little shimmy shake. It's upended, loses the football. They'll say he was down, as that was Rode Porter that made the hit and knocked the ball free. 9:38 to play in the half. And, Charlie, this is where you've already made a statement. This is where you break the will of the Bulldogs going in.
If you can get them a 3 and out here, you can put this one away early.
So Brandon Newton's game with 3 touchdowns, his second time that he's done it in his career. He did it again last year. So a new quarterback in the backfield, it's Bryson Grabowski. That's a false start. There's people moving everywhere. Who moved first? As they've got a crazy alignment set up with only 3 offensive linemen. And the offense moved. That looked like the everybody but the center guy that moved against the when they lined up just the center and the quarterback and they snapped the ball.
Yep.
They're going to stay in that same set. Qual Powell is the new tailback. So you have 6 guys out wide. Grabowski's going to carry it, trying to come off of left guard because there's no left tackle there.
Yeah.
And he'll get one out to the 24.
We'll see. He ain't going to carry it very far.
Naj Bellegarde in on the stop. Well, I've never seen a team run this type of a formation for a long, sustained period. Now they're going to pull everybody back in as Ty Davis and Logan Thomas reattach in a typical offensive line look.
Bad snap.
This one's over Grabowski's head, and he'll dive on it back near the 10. They'll put him down at the 11, and it's going to be 3rd and long coming up. And Grabowski's series is finished as Cooper Wick's going to have to come in and try to sling this one downfield. Grabowski is not known for throwing the ball. 14 of 33 for 189. He's rushed for 2 touchdowns, though. More of a rushing quarterback than anything. So now Wick will face 3rd and 25. Coleman and Clark are the deep safeties. They need the 38, to move the change. Wick brings it near sideline. He's got his big tight end there of Bratcher, and he's met immediately by Brett Badman Coleman, and it's 4th down and a quick 3 and out, and the ball goes right back to the Bears.
We were just talking about what the Bears needed to do right here to break the will of this Bulldog team, and then the confusion that they had was I think it was already done.
Yeah, if not, another score right here certainly could do it. Again, you look at this series meeting. This is the 19th time these two teams have met. Neither have won more than 3 consecutive. But the Bears trying to put up a big number here in the first half of this one. Grabowski hangs this one high. Escobel backpedals and loses the football, and the Bears may have gotten back on it as Brett Coleman has it deflected back to him at the Bulldog 49.
That was close.
So Escobel put it on the turf, but Coleman was there. And fortunate for the Bears to maintain possession. That's a play right there that can take everything that you've got momentum building and just stop it.
Yeah, it gives the defense. That would give a team momentum right back. You're exactly right.
So after the 49 of the Bulldogs, 1st and 10 for Xavier Malone. Pepper left pocket, 2 receivers each way. Pressure coming off the edge. Malone stands in the pocket, a clean pocket going down the middle of the field, and it was nearly picked off. DJ Washington ran underneath it. He was looking for Jordan Williams on the deep post route. It's 2nd down and 10, 7:31 to play in the half.
Dodged 2 bullets in a row here. They need to kind of settle this one down a little bit.
He tried to thread the needle on that one. We've already seen one ball that Williams has had in a very tight window come down. That one would have been equally as impressive. Malone 18 of 22 for 210 in the ball game. 3 touchdowns. All of those to Brandon Newton. Malone to throw on second down. Rifles this one near side. Jordan Williams makes the catch. A stiff arm on DJ Washington. Spins out of bounds into his bench area at the 43. So a gain of 6. They need the 39 to move the chains. So we'll bring third down and manageable coming up.
This is probably 4-down territory for the Bears, I would imagine.
Clock stops as he goes out of bounds before them to spot the ball, and then they'll wind it for play. 2 in the backfield now. This is Jordan Williams that usually goes in a deep motion. There he goes. Malone looks, pulls it down, floats it out to Williams, and that one's picked off. Running underneath it is number 33, Santana Smith, and he's down the sideline to the house for a pick 6.
Well,
took it in at the 38, goes 62 yards to the house. Santana Smith's first interception of the season, and the Bulldogs are on the board. 28-6, 7 minutes to play in the half.
That series just had disaster written all over it.
He waited too long to throw the ball to Williams, and it allowed Smith to run right underneath it.
Probably should have just tucked that one and ran with it at that point.
When he took off running, he had the edge. Probably just go ahead. And like you said, you would have set up probably 4th and 2 or 3 at the most. So officially 58 on the return. Is that what you said, Wyatt? 59, thank you. Low kick, and that one will sneak across the crossbar. So 7 minutes to play in a half, 28-7. Bulldogs on the board. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Well, there are points on the board for the visiting Bulldogs, but it's not from the defense as the Union Bulldogs get their 7th interception of the season. This was a 59-yard pick 6 for Santana Smith, his first of the year. And it's 28-7 as we welcome you back here to Hilliard Howard Field at the Hambly Athletic Complex on a beautiful fall-like evening here on this first day of November. Don't forget, set those clocks back tonight, too. I was thinking it was next weekend, but it's this weekend. So tomorrow night, clock gets a little dark about 6 o'clock. Yeah, you get an extra hour sleep tonight, Rick. Short kickoff, and that's going to be Grant Scott that fields it at the 20. Scott lowers the shoulder and drives the pile up to the 40-yard line. So a good return there, and the Bears will start up from their own 40.
Well, yeah, I wondered if they would try an onside or something out there to try to change momentum a little bit after getting that pick 6.
Now, the thing with the way this offense is structured, they will go right back to the air with Malone.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just a bad read, only his 5th interception of the season. But it was a ball when he took off running outside. He was looking for the swing route there with Williams. It was well defended. He tried to force it in the window, and that was 2 balls in that same series that he tried to put in tight windows, and the second one got him burnt. So an H-back right, or excuse me, the left side now of Scott. They give it off to Pepper on a sweep this near side. Coming downhill and making the quick stop there, Zane Hammock and that inside linebacking core out to the original line of scrimmage for no gain. Bears 34 plays, 228 yards. Union 20 for 42. 28-7. Malone to throw on second down. Pressure coming up the middle. Malone gets free. Has a ton of room near side, trying to get a block set up. Pressure coming from behind. He'll pinball off of Jordan Williams out of bounds. DJ Washington will be the man credited for the tackle. But a nice scramble there by X to move the sticks as he'll take it across the midfield stripe. And a Bears first down, their 16th of the half.
If they give you 10 yards, take it any time, you know.
And how he got out of that pocket as it collapsed quickly around him, and then he had a ton of room as they really dialed up the pressure. Swinging out near side, Williams with blockers in front, cuts back inside. Driven down by DJ Washington. He will stay in bounds. They'll take him down at the 42 on a gain of 7. Charlie, you don't have to be a mathematician to figure things out. 6-7 yards a play. Things happen really good for you offensively.
That's a good offensive coordinators love that. Makes play calling a lot easier.
Twin set for X. Pepper in his right pocket.
Chance to go deep right here. Here they come.
Bulldogs showing blitz. Here they come. Malone floating it to the outside, trying to go with a go route, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Copes dribbling. He was step-by-step covered with Kiki McMurray. It's 3rd and 3. I like the shot there on second down.
Absolutely. That's what I was called. I was thinking the same thing. You know, you can't lose on it, really. You know, you still got 3rd makeable.
And you got Stribling, who has shown he has the breakaway speed on that outside edge as a guy that can really go get a ball. 5'9", kind of puts you in mind of a lot of a Diego Soto, who had a storied career here. So 3rd and 3, 5:18 to play and a half. They move Pepper out of the backfield. Malone quick out near side Williams. First down and more, cuts back into the middle of the field. And then gets wrestled off of his feet at the 35, making the stop. I don't have that number on my board.
Okay.
I have number 37. So they've rolled somebody new in there.
Yep.
That's okay. That is Tyler Marks. Malone to throw again. Pumps. He's got a wide open Grant Scott at the 20. Untouched. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bears. Scott's 2nd touchdown of the season. That's Malone's 4th in the ballgame. 4:44 to play in the first half. It's 34-7. What an answer by X.
Yep. No conscience. That's the thing you got to be if you're a quarterback in this kind of offense. You can't have that conscience if you throw a bad pass.
Unscathed. Xavier Malone for the 4th touchdown of the afternoon.
It's his 3rd game with 4 touchdowns.
3rd game with 4 touchdowns. If you want to put an asterisk beside, he's thrown 5 actually.
Yeah.
But we won't count the 5th one. And he will be the first one to tell you that he has passed that other ball. Extra points up and true. It's 35-7, 4:44 to play in the half. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. Half, the Bears make it 35-7. 6 plays, 61 yards, 2 minutes, 11 seconds. And Xavier Malone throwing his 4th touchdown of the afternoon. This one to Grant Scott. Now the Bulldogs trying to get a good return set up here, as Strotter will get it out to around the 30, and then a penalty marker flies at the end. The side judge ran 15 yards to throw the flag 10 yards in the air. So for the moment, the ball is at the 30-yard line. Let's see what the infraction is. It was around where the stoppage happened. And it's a face mask is what Nellish Bellegarde is saying. So they'll get that one on Deej Savage on the face mask. Still to be 15 on the back end of the play. So that'll take it out to the 45. 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Now, grand opportunity here for Union is they could go for a 2-for-1 here because they do get the ball to start the second half.
Exactly.
Now, on the backside of that, a 3-and-out and another score by the Bears would just put this one completely out of reach.
Yeah.
All right, Wick starts with 2 backs in the backfield and an offset pistol look. On 1st down and 10, they'll give it off to Jackson. Jackson trying to revert, and he goes backward. Lee Evans untouched into the backfield on a loss of 3.
Yeah, that was kind of easy. He was just waiting on him.
Lee Evans has been a one-man wrecking machine this year. I said it's funny. You look down there, and it looks like you've got a Lee Kirkland playing defense.
Yeah.
He fills out that number 6, and I said that to Coach Phipps 2 weeks ago, and he said it's funny. He said, that wasn't Lee's jersey. He said we had to have one bigger for Lee to get in. And that tells you how big Lee Kirkland was. 2nd and 13 on the loss of 3. 3 hats across the line for the Bears. Wick barks for it, floats it near side, has his man there, and he gets blasted. Naj Bellegarde and Marshawn Boyden hammers Tate Spade.
I mean,
what a ball. That was a hospital ball delivered by Cooper Wick.
yes. Well, you know, he was lucky to catch that thing because he got hit immediately. Got to give him a lot of credit for just hanging on to it.
So 3rd and 11, a gain of 2. Back to they need to get it to the Bears 45 to move the sticks. Bears stop here. You may take a timeout to stop the clock. We've still got the 2-minute timeout. Wick going down the middle, and that ball is tipped and knocked away. Deej Savage delivered the final blow. They were going for Colin Alexander on the seam route, but the pass falls incomplete. They don't have to take the timeout. It's 4th and 11, and the offense staying on the field for the Bulldogs.
Nope, here comes the punting unit.
Here comes the punting unit. So Escabel back to return. He'll stand at his own 19. Grabowski will try to kick this one away. He's done a good job in the last few kicks of kicking them high. Not a lot of distance, but kicking them high to get good field protection down the field to get the protection. Low end over end kick will bounce at the 30. It'll get past Escobel. He'll field it at the 11, and then he is taken down immediately as great coverage downfield. As Tate Spade as well as Qual Powell making the stop for the Bulldogs. 2:54 to go. The Bears with 2 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout still to go.
Not a pretty kick, but a very effective kick.
Well, he got that end over end, and he got that bounce that you like to get when you have that opportunity. So now we'll see what the offense can do here. And again, you would much like to keep this ball for the final 2:54 and not even hand it back to Union. But at this point, you are sending a message to the entire conference of last week was just a stub of your toe. Malone on first down, wants to throw. Brings it out near side. Pepper makes the grab. Quickly downhill is Jaquai Ford, the junior cornerback.
Stepped out of bounds.
So it will stop the clock with 2:48 to play. And then they'll wind it. No, they'll wind it after they get him spotted. So out to the 16 on a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Twin set for Malone. They give it off to Pepper, and he's wrestled immediately to the ground. John Law, the junior defensive tackle, 3rd down and long coming up. Call it 3rd and 9 and see if the Bears will try to snap it before the 2-minute timeout. Trips wide to the right. Malone looks at the sideline as the clock ticks away, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout here in Pikeville. 35-7, Bears facing 3rd and 9 when we return to Hambly after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
2 minutes to play in the opening half. The Bears rolling here this afternoon, 35-7. And they face 3rd and 9 out of the stoppage from their own 14-yard line. Again, no Amon Williams today. Jaden Pepper getting the start in the absence of the sophomore. Trips right, one left. Malone wants to throw on 3rd down. Floats this one out to Pepper. Pepper makes a grab at the 20, spins back inside, slips a tackle, fighting forward, and they will get him out to the 24. That should move the sticks, and it will. That's another first down.
Yeah, he's going to give it all right.
19th first down of the ball game. They'll stop the clock to spot the football, and then the wind-up for play. That was some change they made, I think it was 3 years ago, that you get inside of 2 minutes, they stop the ball to spot it on the first down inside of 2 minutes. So Malone with plenty of time, 2 timeouts to work with. He'll throw this one out quickly. Making the catch is Miguel Hernandez. He'll curl to the outside and then step out as after getting back to the just a gain of a yard on the play. So 2nd down and 9. Clock stops with 92 seconds to play in the half. 2 high safeties for this Bulldogs team. DJ Washington and Donnell Casey. 3 hats across the line. That's all that comes. Malone with all kinds of time, going down the middle, looking for Grant Scott near midfield, and it's a little bit underthrown and falls incomplete. Underneath was Jaikwai Ford. It's 3rd and 9.
I think that's still a good throw, though, because the only man that catch it was his man.
So minute 28 ticks down, left to go. Twin set with Pepper in the backfield. 3 hats down for the Bulldogs. Pressure coming off the edge. Malone rifles it across the middle. He has his man there, Brandon Newton. Newton first down yardage and more. Cuts up the seam, sheds a tackle, still on his feet as he tries to hit the B button. And finally getting him on the ground was Bo Wright. But he'll get across the 40 out to the 42. 20th first down of the ball game for the Bears, who continue to move. Over 300 total yards of offense here in the opening half. Malone, plenty of time to execute here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Stands in the pocket, rifles it across the middle. Jordan Williams makes the catch, gets knocked off his feet by DJ Washington. What a hold there by Jordan Williams, who leads the conference in yards per game and averaged over almost a 102 per contest, as this will flip the field and take it down to the 44. Inside of a minute, clock continues to roll. And we get a timeout for Union.
Okay.
And we talked about the time of possession battle in this ballgame, Charlie, coming in. Right now, Pikeville leading that one commandingly 15-10 to 11-56.
Yeah.
And coming in, you had UPIKE that was averaging just over 31 a game, while the Bulldogs were at almost 33.
Big difference. Bears' defense has really looked good today, though. That's been something impressive for the way they played defensively, giving this offense a lot of chance to come back.
So Jordan Williams now has matched his record from last year for 2nd most receptions in a season at 72. He's looking up now at Diego Soto's 77 from last season.
Possibility.
65 catches for 711 coming in. Here this afternoon, 7 catches for 80. Brandon Newton, 6 for 108. And a very real possibility for Williams to get a 1,000-yard reception year. Or receiving yards year, I should say. 35-7, 55 seconds to go in the opening half. The Bulldogs will get the ball to start the second half, but the Bears would like to extend this lead. Twin set for Malone on 1st and 10. The low snap, throws it out to the far side, has his man there of Hernandez, who reaches long ways out to the 41. The Bears will burn the timeout to stop the clock after a gain of 3. So 1 timeout remaining. So they'll put 2 seconds back on the clock. Just being told this is Brandon Newton's 4th career 100-yard receiving game. Again, coming in 3rd in the conference in receiving yards per game at 82. Jordan Williams, his teammate, leads the conference. And those numbers are probably going to increase significantly here today.
Both sides of the ball, we've looked good today. There's no question.
Next week, back here for senior night, 7 o'clock kickoff under the lights as they bring in the KCU Knights. And the final game of the regular season could be a big one as they'll head to Reinhardt and what could be a showdown for the conference championship. Again, that game played in the first game of the regular season of the first game of the regular season in conference play last year. This year it flips and goes back down to Georgia. And that one could have all kinds of fun on it, including playoff implications because the winner of that game then would get that automatic bid into the postseason.
Right.
2nd and 7 for Malone out of the timeout. Pressure coming off the edge. Malone steps up. Floats it across. He's got his man underneath. Did he make the catch?
Nope.
No. They were looking for Hernandez. He couldn't get his hands underneath it. So the pass falls incomplete. It's 3rd and 7. The clock stops at 43 seconds to go. Again, another throw that he throws it to where his guy's the only guy going to get to it.
And that was a situation, too. Normally you would say run for it, but the time made the difference in that one.
So 3rd and 7. Bears are 4 of 7 on 3rd down tries. Malone steps up in the pocket, trying to run. He gets hit from the side. Making the hit there was Andre Johnson, and the Bears will use their final timeout with 34 seconds to go, and they'll face 4th and 3 coming up. The Bears are 2 for 2 on 4th down tries today. 13 of 20 on the season.
Really, the only bad thing they've done is the interception. Everything else has been pretty good.
Yeah, Jordan Williams a little gingerly trying to get off the field. So he'll walk back into the huddle. Around college football today, a couple of big games that have gone final. SMU, an overtime win over number 10 Miami. Big matchup there in the ACC. Ohio State, no trouble with Penn State today at the shoe, 38-14. It was number 20 Texas having to hang on late after number 9 Vanderbilt hung 21 in the 4th quarter, but they come up short, 34-31, handing Vanderbilt their 2nd loss of the year. Unranked West Virginia goes to number 22 Houston and wins 45-35, getting their first win in Big 10 or Big 12 play. Last night, number 25 Memphis over Rice, 38-14. Why is that big? It's simply because Memphis is your group of 5 highest team ranked right now. And we get our first college football playoff rankings on Tuesday night. So we see, again, this year, still get 12 teams in, but the top 4 are your top 4 ranked teams. Your conference champions don't get that automatic bye this season. So that will certainly change the way things play out. All right, 4th and 3, offense staying on the field. Bears are out of timeouts. Malone to throw. Rifles it near sideline. Has his man there. Turning upfield. That's DeMarcus Calhoun who makes the grab. He'll get it out to the 32, and that'll move the sticks. That'll give him a chance to spot the ball, and then they'll wind the clock for start play. They've got just inside of 30 seconds to go. Pressure coming off the edge. Malone steps up in the pocket. Evades the tackle. He's got a man down the sideline, and he overthrows him. He had Williams on the release. Williams was going to walk into the end zone, but X could not make the hit.
Yep.
2nd down and 10. Clock stopped with 15 seconds. And the thing you have to think of here, too, if you go across the middle of the field, it has to be a first down, or you'll never have enough time to get up and stop the ball.
Right.
Again, ideally, you work the sidelines here, try to get yourself a position to get into field goal range. Again, the longest field goal of the season, Isaac Smith, is connected on his 33. He's 8 of 10. His misses coming from 33 and 39. Twin set for Malone on 2nd and 10 from the Bulldogs 32. Looking left, dumps it out near side Pepper. Pepper tries to cut back inside 30 and then races out of bounds, gets an extra shove on the end as He does get out of bounds. Sam Hawthorne, the linebacker that shoves him out. So it will bring up third down, and they'll take him down to the 27. So 3rd and 6 coming up. 9 seconds ago.
Yeah, you're looking at a 43-yard attempt at this point, more or less.
No wind to speak of this afternoon, so. Malone to throw. Stands in the pocket. Steps up and trying to get free and will get dumped, and the clock is going to expire. So that'll take us to the half as the Bulldogs dial up the pressure and they get the sack to take it to the locker room, but the Bears in front 35-7. We step out for halftime, but hang on just a second. Hang on. The officials are saying, wait just a second. We may be playing an untimed down. Did we get an infraction against the Bulldogs? And if we did, we're going to play an untimed down. Okay, so that's the play that there was a player that lost their helmet, so that immediately stops the play. So now Union will have the offense on the field, and the only thing it looks like they're going to do is take a knee. Oh, no, they stopped it with, it was third down, my mistake. So we will try a field goal now. This will be a 48-yard kick from the near side hash mark for Isaac Smith. Ball is down, kick is up, and it's going to come up just short. Short and right. So now we are at the half, 35-7 our score. We step out for a break. We come back with halftime coverage as we continue our coverage here on the UPIKE Sports Network. 35-7 at the half as we welcome you back here on the UPIKE Sports Network. Bears in front of the Bulldogs alongside Charlie Pinson. I'm James Collier. Charlie, a very efficient first half of action for this Bears team. Xavier Malone, 4 passing touchdowns, 3 of those to Brandon Newton. And again, outside of the interception that went to the house for 6, defense has played phenomenal. No points against them, but the offense has been very efficient.
I think both sides of the ball have been efficient. The Bears' offense has been really, really good. You know, they only the one mistake that, and if he had that do over again, you wouldn't see it happen. But the defense has been awesome. Defense is not. They haven't given up very many first downs, hardly at all here in the first half. I mean, a couple of fourth down stops. I mean, they've done everything they're supposed to do. I mean, it's probably the most complete game we played all season right now.
Union averaging over 20 first downs per game has been held to 5. They're 1 of 6 on third down tries. Coming in, they were 41% on third down, 55% on fourth down. They're 0 of 1 on their only fourth down try. On the other side, though, UPIKE 4 of 9 on third down. They're a perfect 3 of 3 on fourth down tries. And the biggest number here is the number of snaps. 53 snaps, 346 yards of total offense for UPIKE. For Union, 23 for 41.
23 snaps. That's a great defensive first half right there. You know, you not let them get into a rhythm of any kind out there today. We had that spark with the interception, and then we turned around. You know, that was 3 little mistakes right there in a row, and on that one drive, and that was it. I mean, everything else has been clean.
You know, the way that Union started the ball game when they got their first possession had a really potent power attack with Tajee Jackson, the tailback, getting downhill, but the Bears made a few small adjustments and then got that stymied, and now you're 28 points in the hole. It's hard to do a lot of running.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they're going to have to start throwing or keep throwing the football, and obviously they're going to have to stay with Wick because Grabowski came in and was there for two or three snaps, and, I mean, it was just chaos.
So the Bulldogs will get the football to start the second half. And this is where, as a defense, you want to come out and set the tone for the remainder part of the game.
Yeah, if you can come out and dominate that first series on the defensive end, you can put this game in the books and give yourself a lot easier afternoon because they're going to start falling apart a little bit if you get a stop and put points on the board to start this third quarter.
You know, there's no worse thing than coming out of the halftime after having a dominating first half put on you and then just stumbling right out of the gate.
Yes, I mean that's where they're at right now. That they're on that verge of collapse if you do that. You know, in most cases, I mean, you know, there are teams that can handle it, but You're down 35, 35-7 now. If you go down, 42-7, and you get the ball to start the quarter, it's going to be. I think you can call it the end of the ball game.
Rio Grande is a final against Reinhardt as Reinhardt wins that game 56-0. Again, Rio Grande, the new team in the conference, starting up football for the first time since back in the late 40s. That'll be the final game of the regular season for UPIKE. Cumberland, Tennessee is leading Cumberland's out of Kentucky 34-20. It was Campbellsville over Faulkner at the moment, 48-9, still 2:26 to play in the third. Georgetown leading Bethel 17-10 midway through the third quarter in that one. Later tonight, Bluefield is in Grayson. They'll play KCU. That'll be the matchup for the Bears next week. 7 o'clock kickoff here for senior night. And hard to Oh, a 3 o'clock kick. Okay, I thought it was 7. I'm glad you said that. My mistake. Okay, there we go. So we'll play it at 3 o'clock next Saturday night.
I like these 3 o'clock starts.
I like 7. I like Under the Lights. I'm sorry. I'm a purist. I like Under the Lights. So, but either way.
I can get a little bit of both on a 3 o'clock, well, especially on a day like this.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll get second half Under the Lights and stuff. So, it's a good thing you'll get the light during senior day, and then you'll be able to finish Under the Lights as we go back under the early evening. So we'll start getting dark by about 5. So about second half action will be all Under the Lights that evening. I hope the Bears go all black that night.
Yeah.
I love the black unis.
Next Saturday's home game has been moved to a 3 p.m. start.
But I think especially if you're a Kentucky school, though, that 3 o'clock start's better for you because you get your kids home at a more reasonable hour.
Sure. And again, coming down from Grayson, it's roughly about a 2-hour trip. By the time they get on the buses, get them fed and so forth, and back to Grayson. So, you got the team for KCU. They'll be back home sometime around 10:30, not too late.
Especially with the time change too.
Yes. We'll see what the Bears defensively have to offer here in the second half after a stellar first half of action. 18 minutes and 4 seconds, 11:56. That's the time of possession differential favoring the Bears in that first half of play. And Chris Elliott's defense today has come to play after
Yes, it has.
having a 43 burger put on them last week in a less than embarrassing first half of action. As Bluefield gave them a loss that they did not need.
No, they needed that win.
It was 30-9 at halftime after the Bears were shut out in the first half, and then they outscored Bluefield 31-13 in the second half, but it was a little too late. All right, Isaac Smith to get us underway, going right to left as we view it here. Back to return, Telvin Smith and Slation Stoddard. Strotter from the 6-yard line near side. Out to the 20. Pinball's off his own man, and he gets popped out of bounds into the Bears bench. Marshawn Boyden making the big stop. I saw Boyden down in half in a moment. He looked like he was dressed for snow. I mean, he was bundled up. Coming out of Oakland, California, you'd think, this isn't a crazy temperature change, but, I mean, he's got the big hoodie on and everything. He's bundled up today.
They don't like this cool weather now.
Those West Coasters, they come over here. They don't know what to think. We get weather like this next week. It might be 85 degrees. We had a game here a couple weeks ago. It was 85 in the middle of October.
Yeah. Well, as we say, wait 15 minutes in Kentucky, weather will change.
Weather will change for you. All right, Cooper Wick, the junior quarterback, brings his squad out. 3 receivers left. A tight end right. Taji Jackson in the backfield. 3-man rush for the Bears on the first play in the second half. Wick dumps this one out, and it's knocked down. Nice job, Levi Evans, as he deflected that one away from Jaden Bratchett. 2nd down and 10. Nice start by the sophomore linebacker.
He read that one perfectly.
And the most important thing is he uses his offhand
Yes.
to try to defend that. He comes through with the on-hand. You're probably going to get an interference call.
Right. There's no doubt he was nowhere close touching the other man with that one.
That's so hard to get guys to do, using that offhand to defend with, because they're non-dominant.
Yes, your non-dominant hand, right.
They flip the trips to the near side. That's the boundary right now. Bears bring 3 again. Wick comes out near side, making the catch. There's Dominic Jones. Jones had 2 catches back in the first half for 24, his third. Takes it out to the 30-yard line. It'll be third down and long.
Brett Coleman did a nice job knocking him out of bounds and then not engaging anymore. Just bumped him out and then threw his hands up.
That's a player that has left his mark as a defender here.
Third down.
Wick to throw, pressure coming up the middle, throws this one outside,
Oh,
making the
nice
grab,
job.
and what a job, not only holding on for the tackle, but bringing him down was Deej Savage. As Colin Anderson had the catch, he'll bring it down, but he's going to be shy of the marker to gain, and it's fourth down.
And they're going to go for it on 4th and 1 here. All right, bring some pressure.
Nice
They'll
job
line
there
it up.
by Deej. Wick to snap it, wants to throw, looks outside, near side, it's caught, and it's going to
First
move
down.
the sticks as Tate Spade makes the catch. Marshawn Boyden making the stop, but the first down will be received as they take him out to the 40-yard line.
That's the first one of the first third down conversions here. What, second one on the night?
That was a fourth down try.
Well, it was fourth down.
Yeah.
That's the first one of the night then.
Yeah, they're down 1 of 2. Wick to throw again. Looking near side, dumps it underneath. Jones makes the catch. Naj Bellegarde there along with Levi Evans. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Bellegarde, the sophomore out of Dallas, Georgia. You look at that interior of the linebacking core. You've got 3 sophomores in Bellegarde, Evans, and Trevor Carter. A lot to continue to build around with that defense. Jeff Flowers, the only guy you'll lose up front. He and Amante Allman, who are the 2 graduates or seniors, if you will. There's Jackson trying to get ahead of steam, comes outside. Brett Coleman wrestles him down out to the midfield stripe on a gain of 8, and that'll move the sticks and a first down for the Bulldogs.
You got a generous spot there.
They gave him a little bit of the extra slide on the back end of it. Bulldogs want to go quick, picking up a little tempo here to start the second half. They give it off to Jackson again. Started right, cuts back left, stiffs his head inside. They're going to stack him up at the 49. Gain of 1, second down 9. Altman off. Xavier Dawn, the freshman out of Youngstown, Ohio, comes on.
A lot of good football coming out of there.
And you look at what the defense has options this year. You have guys that at every level you're rotating bodies in. You're throwing bodies. You're not just having to run with 12, 13, 14 guys.
That does make a big difference in the game, over time.
And especially on that defensive front, you've got 6 bodies that you're throwing. You can rotate line changes if you want to. 2nd and 9 after the gain of 1. Twin set for Wick. Looking near side. Rifles it out. Jones immediately met. Levi Evans fires him to the ground. Short of the 45. He'll give him the 46 on a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 6. 1 of 7 on third down tries today are the Bulldogs. They need the 40 of the Bears to move the sticks. 3 receivers right. They've got Al Anderson in the slot.
Bears showing pressure here.
4-man blitz. They swing it out far side, making the catch, but immediately going down is Tate Spade at the 45, so a gain of 1, it's 4th down. And again, the offense staying on the field down 28. 11 minutes to play here in the third.
Big play right here. Bears can get the football back, put some more pressure on this team.
So 1 of 2 on third down tries are the Bulldogs. They need a 5-yard gain or more to move the sticks. Trips right, 1 left.
Bears showing blitz.
Anderson moves in motion. Bears send 4. Wick, pressure coming off the middle, and he throws it over top of his intended receiver. He was looking underneath, trying to get it to Tate Spade. It was defended nicely by Deej Savage, and the turnover on downs gives it back to the Bears with 10:31 to play here in the third. And again, another bend but don't break attitude for this Bears defense this afternoon.
Yeah, I'll take 1 third down conversion, 1 4th down conversion on the night.
Yeah, 2 of 10 on money downs, as we call them,
Yep.
that the Bulldogs have had here this afternoon, especially coming in with the numbers that they had, averaging 41 and 55% respectfully.
technically they're 50% on fourth downs, 1 to 2, but still, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Now 1 of 3 now. So now
1 of 3,
yeah, now 1 of 3 on that one. So now 2 of 11. All right, so from their own 45-yard line, X and crew come out in a twin stack receiver set. Swing it out far sideline. That ball is incomplete on a drop, and Cope's dribbling. The question is, was it a backward pass?
Well, he was making sure. I liked him went out and picked that ball back up.
Yeah, that was a smart decision. They will say it was an incomplete pass, so it's 2nd down and 10. That's a ball that, again, on that throw, it has to be up to where he can grab it as he's starting to move forward. That was a low pass that it was going to get blown up either way. So probably fortunate enough to be an incomplete pass. 4 hats across the line for the Bulldogs. Here comes the blitz. Malone stands in the pocket, going down the far sideline, looking for it. Dribbling, he dives and cannot come up with it. Stride for stride was Jacquai Ford. 3rd down on the incompletion. 2nd time they've tried to go on that home run ball for Stribling down that far sideline. Once back in the first half, once here to start the second. Needing the Bulldogs 45 to move the sticks. 4 of 9 on 3rd down tries tonight. 42.6% on the season. 2 high safeties. Pressure coming off the edge. Malone steps up in the pocket. Comes near sideline. Going up over top of Brandon Newton. And it's too high. And it's going to be a 3 and out for the first time today as Xavier Malone comes to the sideline a little gimpy.
You hope the Bears not coming in and getting a little bit lax here right now.
Yeah, this is not a place where you want to settle. You want to extend. So Alex Hatton, the sophomore punter, 23 kicks on the season, averaging 38 per kick. And he booms up.
That's a
dandy.
nice one, yep.
It's going to be caught and fielded at the 13. He'll scramble for a couple of extra yards as getting back out on the catch there was Strotter. But really nicely defended downfield as the Bulldogs will be pinned down inside their 15 around the 13-yard line, I believe. It looks like they're going to put him at the 12.
Well,
They keep juggling the ball back and forth, and nobody's put a ball on the field yet.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I've seen 3 balls travel from sideline to sideline. There's still not been a ball go to the middle of the field.
They're going to give him the 16, looks like.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong sideline. So, yes, the 16. That's my mistake. Actually, no, make that 17. Yeah, 17.
Okay.
So, 1st down and 10 for the 17 for Wick and Company. They give to Jackson on a dive right up the gut. Jackson navigating and refusing to go down. Finally is pushed down with a wall of gray jerseys. First man off the piles, Tommy Turner, the senior out of Benicia, California. So a gain of 4 on the carry, 2nd and 6. Take him out to the 21-yard line. We played on a field last night in high school ball, Charlie, and it's dormant Bermuda grass, and in all the rain that they had Wednesday and Thursday, there were no hash marks.
Yeah.
It was impossible to see anything. They had the 10-yard markers every once in a while that you got. Wick to throw. Looks right. Rifles it right. Ball is caught on the far sideline. Hauling it in there is Armand Varner as he'll take it out to the 41. Penalty marker back in the backfield. Back at the 19-yard line. And this may negate a big play that would have been for 20 yards.
Yep.
Both teams have been fairly clean penalty-wise today. 2 for 20 for Union, 3 for 32
Holding
for UPIKE, and it'll be a hold against the Bulldogs. So instead of the 1st down and the 20-yard gain, it'll back it up.
You get a stop right here, though, and that really going to take the wind out of them. Because the big play, if you get a big stop on this, the 2nd down, it's going to be big.
So the loss of 10 takes it back to the 11-yard line now. So 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Bears showing with 4. They send 4. Pressure coming up the middle. Ball across the middle is Tice Hall who makes the grab. Still refusing to go down after catching it at the 20. Deech Savage finally wraps him up. Brett Coleman and Levi Evans in on the stop. He'll get it out to the 22. It'll be third down. And a very manageable 6.5, call it right at about a 6 yard, 5-6 yards to go.
Tough kid because he got took a shot in the ribs on that one.
His first catch of the game, 9 catches for 84 coming in with a touchdown. Fans trying to make a little noise from the stands here. Wick to throw. And it's nearly picked off. Trying to get underneath it was Divine Cowan Baisley. So it's 4th down and 5, and Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. So Grabowski will come out to send it away. Isaiah Esquivel, the junior out of Greeley, Colorado, stands back on his own 42 to return.
This cold weather not going to bother him.
No, I don't think so. I don't think cold water, he looks like he's, ready for just a normal day outside. Grabowski hangs a good one.
Nice one.
Esquivel backpedals from the 38, near sideline. 45, 50, a little stutter step. Penalty marker flies. Now the penalty marker comes in as well, right at midfield. And there's very few times that the flag comes in as against the returning, or not against the returning team. So at the moment, they've got him out to the 47. The question is, do we have 2 penalty markers? Because they came from 2 different directions.
Yep.
One right in front of the play, and the other one came in late. All right, so they'll get 10 yards on the backside of the run on the illegal block in the back from Naj Bellegarde. So from the 47, it'll go back to the 37, 1st down and 10. 35-7, our score at halftime. That's still the score we set here in the second half. Bears only possession in the second half. A quick 3 and out. Again, 3 o'clock kickoff next Saturday. Senior day for the Bears as they bring in the KCU Knights, and then they'll close things out on the road with Reinhardt. Williams in motion. They'll swing it out to Williams. Williams makes the catch, stuffs a foot in the turf, cuts upfield across the 40, and out to the 42 looks like. Second down, gain of 5 on the play.
Second down.
It's Williams' 8th catch of the afternoon. Handoff Pepper, and he gets stood up as he gets back to the line of scrimmage and may have lost a yard. Coming into the ballgame, Charlie, this was an interesting number for him. On the year, he'd only lost 1 yard, or had not lost a single yard rushing.
A lot of that, though, is the emphasis they put on the run here by Union.
He will lose on that one, so it's 3rd and 7 as he goes back to the 40. Bulldogs showing blitz. Everybody at the moment standing up. Those 3 defensive linemen and 2 linebackers. Guys out on the corners as well. 7 guys in the box. They bring 3. Malone steps up. Throws on the run. Comes near side. Making a great catch. There's Brandon Newton. Big play there by Xavier Malone. He was being heavily pressured by Sam Hawthorne. But Brandon Newton catching his 7th ball of the afternoon as his total continues to increase as he'll take it across the midfield stripe to the 49 and a Bears first down, their 23rd of the contest. 3 right, 1 left. Handoff Pepper. Right up the middle, immediately met in the hole. Zane Hammock, the inside linebacker, making the stop, a loss of 1. That's the only thing today that the Bears have really not been able to establish any form of a rushing attack.
No, not at all.
22 rushes today on 15 carries. averaging only 107 a game. Malone, quick out, near side. Jordan Williams makes the grab, spins. Bringing him down is Andre Johnson. Also making the initial hit there was Donnell Casey. Down to the 41-yard line, I believe. Yep, it'll be 41-yard line, 3rd and 2. Malone, another quick throw underneath Williams. First down yardage and more. Delivers a stiff arm as Casey pushes him out of bounds. You'll take that all day long.
Oh, yeah.
6-7 yards a time when you can just quick out to Jordan Williams. And the Bears move the sticks again for another first down. That's almost too easy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like playing 7-on-7 with no pass coverage whatsoever. And timeout, Union.
That might be what the coach getting ready to talk about.
5:02 to play here in the third quarter. We'll step out for a break. We're back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. Celebrating their 25th anniversary for UPIKE football. 115 wins, 139 losses all time. Trying to push their AAC Conference home game winning streak to 10, while picking up a victory in this game would be their 4th consecutive, the only time that there's been 4 consecutive wins by either side in this series that's dated back to 2001. On first down and 10, quick out near side Williams. He's met immediately in the backfield as getting downhill and making a quick hit for the Bulldogs was Jakari Ford.
For the Bulldogs, 2nd down.
So that one gets blown up for a loss, and it's 2nd down and long on the loss of 3.
Of course, you've got a chance now to maybe do a stop and go here.
Yeah, something like that. You've got 3 receivers right, 1 left. Malone dumps it across the middle. All kinds of room as Newton a little shimmy shake. Probably needed just to continue running. When he stopped, it allowed the defense to close him off. He's going to get down to the 27, a gain of 7. So it'll be 3rd down and call it a 6-yard marker to go. Just needs the 21 to move the sticks. I think if he keeps running right there, he's probably looking maybe at a 2-3 yard spot.
I think you're right.
Instead of 6. When he started a little shimmy shake, he didn't quite get there. Malone moves Pepper out of the backfield. They'll swing it out to him near side, but blockers out in front. Down the hill he goes, cuts back inside, goes outside, and is pushed out of bounds by Tim Wright. But he'll get down inside the orange zone, and a first down for the Bears.
Right, a little extra shove there, and official said deemed that was not enough, you know.
So down to the 19 on a gain of 8. Malone over 300 yards on the afternoon as his numbers continue to sail. 4 touchdowns. Looking for another one here. Bulldogs showing pressure off the edges. Only 3 man across the line, though. Here comes a stun inside, and it was read perfectly by Sam Hawthorne as he blows up Jaden Pepper in the hole. Hawthorne, 38 tackles, leads this team. 5 sacks, 9 for loss. 16 tackles, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble last week in the win over KCU. Had that perfect stunt there, Charlie. Started outside, came back inside, and filled the hole perfectly. Play action Malone, stands in the pocket, Looking across near side, there's Jordan Williams. Hauls in the low catch. He dances into the end zone for 6. Touchdown Bears. A long crossing route for Williams to haul in his 5th touchdown of the season. That's Malone's 5th on the evening. 41-7, 2:35 to play here in the third.
Bears have this one well under control now with 2:25 to play here in the third, 2:35.
That's Williams' 9th catch of the afternoon. So Smith for the extra point try. Kick is up, splits the uprights. 42-7, 2:35 to go in the third. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
42-7, 2:35 to go in the third as UPIKE extends its lead. Can't get the stats to reload for whatever reason. Yeah, the stats have completely gone sideways, so we'll try to see what's going on with it. Either way, right now, the 7 points scored by the Bulldogs, the fewest ever scored by a Bulldogs team in this series, came back at 23. That's when they lost 52-10. Fewest ever scored in the series was 6. That was back in 2009 by UPIKE. So Smith to boom this one deep. And it's Strotter from the 8. Takes it far sideline, 25, trying to get it outside. And he'll get tackled on the far sideline by Hernandez.
We've got internet, we just don't have stats updates. Now I've got the basketball updates.
When did it stop updating?
About 10 minutes ago.
So first down and 10 from the 28 of the Bulldogs, trailing 42-7. And Charlie, this is, again, not so much as just a get-right game after the tough loss last week at Bluefield, but you look at the opponent coming in next week of KCU. This Union team beat that team last week 32-29. So for the Bears, though, you have to make certain you don't overlook that opponent coming in and put yourself in a bad position as the Bears are going to get a pick as Naj Bellegarde gets underneath it for his first interception of the season. 6th pick of the year for the Bears. And Naj Bellegarde, nice job as pressure came up and knocked Wick off his mark as he let the ball fly.
No, I was pretty excited about that one, too. Understandably, though.
So the Bears will take over at the 46-yard line of the Bulldogs with a chance to extend this 42-7 lead. Naj has just been a player that started as a freshman, and he has just continued every year, every game, getting better as he goes. So Malone with 3 receivers left, 1 right. He moves Pepper in motion. They'll swing it out to him near side. Pepper trying to get the outside edge. Cuts back in at 40. Down across the 35, and then is finally ridden to the ground. Bringing him down is DJ Washington. And a nice pitch and catch on first down and 10. Down to the 32-yard line. Bears want to go quickly. Malone swings it out quickly. Jordan Williams, he gets blown up in the backfield. Getting downhill and blowing that one up was Kiki McMurray. The senior corner played that one nicely. 2nd down and 13. McMurray will come to the near side this time as he's chasing Jordan Williams around the field.
Hey, Rick, has it fixed itself yet?
Approaching 1 minute to play here in the third. Malone stands in the pocket. Pressure coming off the edge. Steps up, moving out right. Throws on the run, and it's out of bounds. But a penalty marker does fly from behind, and we may have gotten – the question is going to be a hold or a PI of what we get on the far side. He was looking for Miguel Hernandez, and it was Braylon Farley who was in coverage. And let's see what we get on the infraction.
Well, we have a discussion. That's never good.
Now, we'll say this. We've had some –
They've done a pretty good job.
We've had a
today.
really good crew here this afternoon.
done a good job
They have
today.
done a good job of calling this game.
It is getting late, though. Might be planning dinner for tonight.
All right, so the difference in the play here of the hold and the PI, because, again, some may say the ball was uncatchable, but if the hold happens before the pass is thrown, that's where you get the hold rather than the DPI. So the 10-yard penalty gives them an automatic first down on the backside of it, so it takes it down to the 25, first down and 10 with 67 seconds to go in the third. 3 left, 1 right. Malone on first down wants to throw. Zings this one out. Brandon Newton catches it in the slot. What a
Nice
move back to
move.
the 25, down inside the 20, the 15, and finally gets knocked off his spot. Andre Johnson saws him off, but he left a man's cleats in the turf back at the 20 when he cut inside.
That was pretty impressive right there.
What a change of direction, and then
Yeah.
the burst of speed on the backside of it. So what should be the final play of the third, as it'll be first down and 10 from the 12 of the Bulldogs, with the Bears threatening to add to this 42-7 lead. Malone looks left, pumps, throws, going into the backside. What a catch, Grant Scott, as he goes up and mosses a guy. It's DJ Washington, and he brings it inside. Touchdown, Bears. That's Grant Scott's second touchdown of the afternoon, his third of the season. Malone's toss for 6 today. 48-7, 21 seconds to go in the third. My wife better have got that picture because it was standing right in front of her. I'm going to tell her, if you didn't get that picture, you're fired.
That'll work out well for you, I'm
It
sure.
always does.
But beautiful play.
What a ball from X, but what a
Yeah.
catch from Grant Scott. Isaac Smith sends this one through, bangs it off the MAC. 49-7. Bears rolling here. 21 seconds to go in the third. Back after this on the UPIKE Sports Network. X with his 6th touchdown pass of the evening. Grant Scott his second. And it's 49-7 with 21 ticks to play here in the third as we welcome you back to a cloudy Pikeville here on this 1st of November. Strutter from the near sideline at the 8. At the
Nice
20.
cut.
Nice cut back 30 back to the middle of the field.
Yep.
He's got some daylight trying to get to the outside. 35-40. Out toward midfield. Slams on the brakes and then will finally be spun out of bounds by himself. But a nice return. And we do have a penalty marker on the play.
Yeah, it's on Bears, I believe. Something on the sideline over here.
So it's right in front of the Bears sideline at the 39-yard line. And it's a
sideline warning. Okay.
No, she's back down here. She's out of the way on that one. Well, I was told to shut up with a picture. Here you go, Charlie.
Well, she's going to roll tonight. That's two nice ones here tonight.
Listen, you can't get that one. You need to go home. Here's Jackson running downhill. He's across midfield. Brett Coleman wraps him up. He tries to squirt free on the backside. And that'll take us to the end of 3 quarters of play. 49-7. Bears in front. 15 to go here at Hambly. We return after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
$15 to go here on a good afternoon. As the Bears in front 49-7, trying to pick up win number 3 on the season. More importantly, moving that conference record to 3-1. And again, as bad as last week was, still everything is right in front of you moving forward, but you've got to win out.
Yeah, it's all in your hands.
Penalty marker on the far sideline. Jackson dancing across midfield, gets stood up. The penalty marker is on the far sideline and may have had a Bear in the neutral zone. So they'll get the penalty marker on Jalen Flowers, the sophomore out of Montgomery, Alabama. His older brother Jeff up front as well with him. So take it down to the 44-yard line.
So second down and short now. That's why they took the penalty to save the down.
Jackson stays in the left pocket. Now they'll move into the right side. They'll shift Bratcher as an H-back left. The give to Jackson. Jackson met in the hole. Levi Evans says, I don't think so.
He may have got the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. Well, we've got a screen for stats back. The problem of it is it still shows it's 2:35 to go into 3rd. So we're making progress. Nope, it's gone. Never mind.
Bears, big opportunity right here. Bring some pressure.
I would bring
take a chance. Yeah.
I would bring heat. Make Wick have to make a throw. Don't let Jackson do what he does here. This is just Union trying to milk out this thing and get on the bus and get home. 3rd and 1. They give it off to Jackson on a sweep. They've got him walled up. He reverses fields, coming back near sideline. Grabowski's out in front trying to deliver a block. Jackson finally gets shoved out of bounds by Deej Savage. Union got away with a hold back at midfield that sprung him back for a big gain. But Taji Jackson takes it down to the 11. That'll be 1st down and 10 for the visiting Bulldogs. Their longest play from scrimmage today.
Yeah, Bears had it read out on the right side and did a great job, but didn't have anybody on the left side to come back and get him.
I believe I was looking to see. I believe it was Jalen Flowers who had. They had a handful of his jersey as he tried to come back around, and that's what allowed Jackson to get outside. So Grabowski with 2 men in the backfield and an offset pistol look. They give it back off to Jackson. Jackson ahead of steam, downhill off of right guard down to the 6, a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. They can get a first down to the 1.
Good thing about this, keeps the clock running.
Absolutely, and I think that's what Union is content with doing here. Is just milking out the rest of this clock, calling it an afternoon, getting on the bus, and heading back to Barberville. So Bryson Grabowski, the senior, back in as quarterback. He'll start with Qual Powell to his right, Jackson deep. They give this one off to Powell. Powell navigates, spins in the hole, and is going to be down at the 1, and that should make it 1st and goal depending on the spot. And as the moment, they're saying 3rd down. So it will be 3rd and short, 3rd and inches. Now it's just Biggs on Biggs.
Soccer lost 3-2 in overtime.
Offense breaks the huddle at 12. Double barrel shotgun look with Jackson left, Powell right. Grabowski, heavy set to the left. A high snap, the give to Jackson, trying to bounce it to the outside, slips through and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season. We've got some post-score antics 53 yards away from the ball on the other side of the end zone. As
officials wisely just broke that up, but nobody got hurt. I mean, you know.
You got Trumaine Williams and Marshawn Boyden exchanging some pleasantries. You know, it is getting into the holiday season. Maybe they're just wanting to send each other a Christmas card.
Get address or something, yeah.
So Jace Gager, the freshman kicker, 6 out of 7 on the season on extra point attempts. Hit his other one earlier today. Low snap, it's down, it's up, and it's through. So 49-14, 11-29 to go in the ball game. We're back to Hambly after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
(49-14) as Union gets a touchdown on the other side as Taji Jackson gets into the end zone. So now Gager to send this one away. Off the bounce, it is fielded and taken from the 20. That's Maurice Davis. He's pushed out of bounds into the Bears sideline as taking him out there was R.W. Sanford. I got a feeling we're going to need the rosters as we continue to progress through this one.
I'm getting ready to pull it out there.
So the offensive starters still coming out on the field for the Bears. I would say if you stick this one in, this is probably going to be your last series that you'll get in the ballgame. We will get a new tailback of Porter Road. He got a carry or two back in the first half. Twin set for Malone. 3 hats across the line. Malone right down the seam. That's Brandon Newton with more yardage on his afternoon as he'll go across midfield down to the 48. Another Bears first down.
And he could, again, if he'd have just took off downfield, he picked up 8 or 10 more yards. Trying to get a little fancy now, isn't he?
They got to stop and respot the ball. As Jordan Williams was jogging across the field, he accidentally made contact with the football, so they had to spot it. He'll go in the slot on the trips right. Ball between the hashes. Malone, the take to give, and that one's going nowhere as Rode got blown up in the backfield. R.J. Karnicki was the man who came downhill. He was joined in the backfield by Jason Burley. Second down and long on the long loss back to the 48 of the Bears. So a loss of 4. And credit to the Union defensive pressure. Running the ball has not been a thing that the Bears have been able to do at all today.
No, you're right.
Play action Malone stands in the pocket all kinds of time. Loading up, going down the middle, looking for Cole Stripling, and it's incomplete as it goes over top of him. And Bears sideline wanting a pass interference call, none given, as it was well over top of his head. 3rd and 14, 10:09 to play here in the 4th.
Yeah, you're up 49-14. You're not going to get that call unless it's egregious.
You're going to have to be a ball on you, and somebody's going to knock you off your spot probably. Cope Stripling, only 5'9", so you're not going to get many jump balls that he's going to go get like that. Twin set, Malone 3rd and 14 now. Low snap, Malone gathers, shifts right, steps up, looking, trying to find something. He will evade a tackle, lowers his shoulder, takes a big pop right in front of the Bears bench. It was Cyrus Satterwhite that delivered the big pop, but Xavier Malone takes it down to the Bulldogs 45. It will be 4th down, but Malone showing he wasn't afraid for a little contact.
He's a pretty healthy young man.
So it's 4th and 7. Bears need the 38 of the Bulldogs to move the sticks. Got a free play. No penalty markers fly, though. Trying to go down the far sideline, and it's off the fingertips and incomplete. Looking for Jordan Williams. There should have been a flag. There was none given. Malone snapped it thinking that he had a free play because they did get a player to move. Coach Corey Phipps is animated and still saying that it was easily should have been a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, you've had your say, Coach. That's enough. I'm done.
Grabowski pulls it and keeps it himself, takes it off the right side, and is buried immediately. And it's getting downhill there. It was, I believe, was Naj Bellegarde. Yes. It's a gain of 2.
Second down and 8.
9 minutes to go here in regulation. 49-14. Bears well on their way to picking up win number 3, but their 3rd conference win. Here's Jackson with a head of steam, and Bellegarde meets him at the midfield stripe and lowers the boom. Big boy football in the gap.
So 3rd and 5 now.
Again, you get a tailback that's 235 running downhill. That's a big collision.
Yeah, it is.
But you've got 235 meeting 204 in the hole.
Yeah. That's a car wreck waiting to happen.
So 3rd and 5 now for the Bulldogs. Near side hash mark. Jackson in the right pocket of Grabowski. Play action Grabowski rolling out right, wanting to throw a low throw. He's got his man there, his tight end of Bratcher, and Bratcher will move the sticks as he gets down to the 36-yard line, the 35-yard line now, 1st down and 10.
Off big man be playing shortstop. That looked like a shortstop grab right there.
6'5", 245 is the junior.
He picked that one up off the turf, didn't he?
It was pretty close. It was a low throw, but he made a nice adjustment. Here's Jackson trying to push the pile forward. He'll fall across the 35, between the 34 and the 33. Naj leads the way again, a gain of 2 on the play, down to the 33. 2nd and 8, 7:20 to go in the ball game. So the Bears trying to make it 4 in a row for the first time ever between these two teams in this series, in this 19th all-time meeting that started back in 2001, their first year of playing football. Grabowski, naked bootleg. He'll just tuck it and run. He's got all kinds of daylight. He'll give himself up as he looked up and saw Brett Coleman coming downhill ready to deliver a punishing blow. But he'll take it down inside the red zone to the 19 and a gain of 14 on the play. That's one thing you've seen with Grabowski is he's a guy that he wants to run the football.
Yeah, you're right.
Powell and Jackson in an offset pistol look. First down and 10 from the Bears' 19-yard line. Quick out looking for Bratcher, and it's incomplete. Little RPO there, pulled it out of the basket of Powell. So 2nd down and 10, 6:20 on the rested clock here in the ballgame. Twin set, Jackson the right side of Grabowski, or left side of Grabowski, who wants to throw. Quick out near side, that's to Trumaine Williams. Williams wrestled out of bounds by Marshawn Boyden, the senior out of Oakland, California. They'll take him out at the 11-yard line, so a gain of 8 brings up 3rd down and 2. Grabowski near sideline, twin set. Jackson in his right hip. Bears showing blitz. Here they come. Jackson, man in the backfield and is blown up. I believe that was Brett Coleman. Yes, it was on the safety blitz that came downhill. He made the initial contact in the backfield. There was a host of gray jerseys that were there with him. It's 4th down. So the Bulldogs, 1 of 3 this afternoon on 3rd down tries. 4:58 on a running clock here in the 4th. They're going to go into an I formation now. Grabowski, play action. Pressure coming off the edge. Trevor Carter knocks him down. Grabowski scrambling for his life, and Deej Savage rolls him down as he lets it go with the ball. Great pressure there by Trevor Carter. Deej Savage wrestles him down as he lets it fly. It'll be a turnover on downs as the Bears will take over on the 11.
That one had no chance.
That was just, let's get rid of this thing. It was a hot potato.
Yeah.
That was a rugby play that I've had enough. Let somebody else go get the football. So, all right, let's see who we get offensively out for the signal caller. Is it Peter Zamora time? And it will be. No, excuse me, it's Alex Hatton, my mistake. So the sophomore out of Mount Sterling, your punter for the Bears, will take the snaps now. And we're going to get several new bodies out there across both sides. So Porter Road in the backfield with Hatton. Hatton wants to throw, zips it out near side. Hernandez makes the grab, turns upfield. Making the stop there is Braylon Farley. Let's see, they're going to take him, I believe, out to the 18-yard line.
Looks like.
That's exactly where it is. So, nose of the football at the 18, 4:20 to play in the ball game.
Second down
Hatton, we've got movement all over the place. The question is, who moved?
Evidently the Bears.
And when it gets blown dead like that, typically it's on the offense. And it is a false start.
I saw a whole lot of people move, so I assumed that.
Always like it when you have the two guys move and they stand up and they point at each other.
Yeah.
Like, you did. No, you did it. It's like brothers pointing at. He did it. 4 minutes to play in regulation. It's been an efficient afternoon here for the Bears.
Yes, it has.
Hatton wants to throw, swings it out far sideline. Has his man there who makes the grab, and down the far sideline he goes. As that was Porter Road, the redshirt freshman out of Evansville, Indiana. As he races down the far sideline with a big gain and a first down for the Bears. And hang on, we got a penalty marker on the field, and it's backing up. I thought it was just those bright orange shoes.
I thought it was too. I don't see
Hernandez on that far sideline.
He worried them off. Corey, he's got a pair of them.
He's
on
got
today.
a pair that looks just like those. And it is a hold against the Bears, so it will negate the big play. So they'll replay second down. So that moves it back to the 7-yard line. So Road in the left pocket now of Hatton from the gun. Hatton pumps, comes near side, has his man there. That's Connor Goodman who hauls it in. The sophomore out of Grayson, or excuse me, the junior out of Grayson, pride of East Carter High School. And Connor Goodman hauls it in for the big gain. And that does move the sticks and a first down. His dad, Chad, sitting down about 7 rows from us, always sitting in the same spot. His brother, Evan, is a member of the basketball team here. Hatton to throw, swings it out to Road. Road on the far sideline, finds a crease out to the 30 and gets tackled as he goes through the hole. Zane Hammock making the stop, but out to the 33-yard line on a gain of 11, inside of 3 to go. Going back to Goodman, a kid that has really paid his dues, a special teams player, is on every special teams play, but getting some significant playing time here this afternoon. Here's Hatton. Swings it out near to Road again. Road trying to find a crease. Big ball, or big hit, excuse me, coming off the near side here as Santana Smith. They'll get him out to the 40 on a gain of 7. Make it second down and 3. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. 49-14. Bears in front. They've got second and 3 when we return to Hambly for the conclusion after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Achieve your dreams at the University of Pikeville.
Two minutes to go in this one. The Bears going to move to 3-5 on the season, 3-1 in conference play. The loss is going to drop the Bulldogs to 3-5 on the year, 2-4 in conference play. Next week, a 3 p.m. kickoff with KCU coming to town for Senior Day. Hatton the take to give. And that is number 25 making the carry of Shaquan Foster redshirt freshman out of Athens, Georgia. One more first down, and they can put the knees on this one into the victory formation.
Yep.
So 3rd down and 1. I would go with Di Foster right here. It's Hatton that will try to carry it himself, and his second effort will move the sticks. As he gets out to the 45-yard line, that'll move it for another Bears first down. We're at 1:22 to go, and the Bears can just put a knee to it and trickle out the rest of the clock. We got a player down as a cramp looks like for John Law, one of those interior defensive linemen for the visiting Bulldogs.
Well, it'd be nice Bears to be able to take a knee here and just put this one away. And of course, I wouldn't think they would think about calling a timeout here.
No chance of that.
I don't know. I've seen stranger things happen.
But one thing I will say is that this game has been played hard, but there's been mutual respect shown across both sides of the ball. I know Coach Phipps spent a lot of time talking to Boston Bryant, the head coach in his first year at Union before the game down here on the field, and they spent a lengthy amount of time talking. And again, you look at this Union team, and it's making significant progress in the right strides, and they've got a very youthful team. As I was talking about, that big offensive line, a senior and 4 sophomores.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to build around, and they've been very disruptive on the defensive side, trying to slow down the run, but the Bears offensively just efficient through the air. Hatton wants to throw a low throw to Hernandez, incomplete.
You don't want to see that at this point.
No. Clock stops with 65 seconds to go. Foster starts just off the left side of Hatton. They give it off to Foster. He's met in the hole and wrestled backward. Making the stop there for UPIKE is Matthew Hager, redshirt freshman out of East Jessamine High School in Nicholasville. Final 50 seconds to go. So it should be one final snap, and that's going to finish things out here. Hatton turns, looks at the sideline. Play clock down at 10. Hatton swings it out. That's to Foster on the far side flat. Foster downhill, makes a man miss. 40 down the sideline. He goes 30, 25, 20, 15. He's pushed out of bounds. Saquon Foster, man, what a head of steam he got when he got to the 35-yard line and just pulled away.
Coming back.
Another penalty marker that comes out that, it's right on top of the 50-yard marker on the far sideline. So they'll get the penalty marker against the Bears. Chase Mims. So 9 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd down and 11. They're playing, let the kids play. The good old Bad News Bears, let them play. That's funny. You know what? If you're going to try to play, the officials are going to call what they see.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
The last thing you want to do is be that official that gets caught on film for not doing something and it costs you an assignment. Now, they get graded out just like everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the realization that we live in. All right, Hatton on 3rd and long. Stands in the pocket, letting this one fly, going down the far sideline, trying to get to it was, I believe that was Calhoun. Yeah, that was DeMarcus Calhoun, and it's 4th down. So 2.6 seconds on a rested clock. This final 2 minutes has felt like death by BB gun.
One last friendly reminder, next week's game has a 3 p.m. kick.
So what should be our final play, barring no more penalties, against the defense? And if an official throws a penalty on the defense here, they should lose their license.
Malone set a school record 43 completions.
Malone with a school record 43 completions here. As Hatton will boom this one away, it'll tumble down. And we'll come to rest just shy of the goal line, and that's going to be your ball game. Final score in this one as who was that?
Yeah. If that had been during any other part of the game, he'd got a penalty for that.
That
probably.
was Miguel Hernandez with the comedy relief act at the end of the ball game. But your final score in this one, 49-14. Bears win it. They're victorious, 3-1. They go into conference play. The Bulldogs fall to 2-4, 3-5 on the season. Post-game show, we return after this on the UPIKE Sports Network.
Don't let pain define what you can do. At Core Health Centers, we believe in empowering our communities through chiropractic care and wellness. With 21 locations throughout Kentucky and West Virginia, we're here to help you get out of pain and enjoy life to the fullest. So, what are you waiting for? Experience the Core Health Center's difference. Call now or visit us online to start your pain-free journey today. Core Health Centers, for the health of your family.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Back here in post-game coverage, 49-14, your final score is welcome in with Coach Corey Phipps. Coach, an efficient day today offensively, and Xavier Malone, a school record 43 completions.
Yeah, wow. Didn't know it. Good for him. Great job by him. I thought he played really well. I told him I wanted him to have a career day, and I think he did.
Defensively, you guys kind of set the tone, and especially coming off the tough loss last week, that was, I think, it was an important thing that you guys needed to see.
Yeah, no doubt. It was. And, I think it's, it was just a tough week last week. So to come back and, 49-14 at home in front of the home crowd in the gray unis, it was a good night.
Most important thing, everything's still in front of you conference-wise. You still have an opportunity to control your own destiny.
Got an opportunity to play Kentucky Christian next week. That's it.
That's it.
That's all we want to talk about.
So you look at the way you guys started. You started fast, and that's the most important thing. You get the stop, you go down, you get points. How big was that in the psyche of just keeping the things rolling the way that you wanted it to go?
I think it's always good in your psyche to just be successful, have success, and I think that was the biggest thing was just we wanted the guys all kind of figure out life together, and they did. They did. It was pretty good.
The big play I thought was huge for X, and it's no shocker. He throws the pick six, and he comes right back out. Next drive goes right down the field, finds points.
Yeah, I told him at the half that he was their MVP on offense too. Because
we were kidding. Said he threw five touchdowns the first time.
Yeah, it was insane. And actually he didn't expect that corner to be sitting there because there was supposed to be a route that should have carried that corner off, and we had miscue there, and so. Still should have saw it, but, I think if that had happened, we would have been in a little better situation.
Jaden in the backfield today. Again, Union really stacked the box on you a lot, but he was an extension of your passing game and another good extension for missing of Almon Williams.
Yeah, I thought we really struggled in the run game. We got to talk about some things because this is a box that we've rushed for over 300 yards again in different games in terms of this structure, the kind of Shan housekeeper stuff from University of Cumberland's old Georgetown stuff. We've always had really good success running the football, and some were puzzled. We had a lot of run-throughs and different stuff, so we're going to talk about that. But in pass pro, I thought we targeted things really well, and, I don't know, I think we had one sack, just a few pressures.
Yeah, the one sack, that was it.
So, so good stuff. So I'll get in the locker room, celebrate with the guys, and and we'll move on.
All right, talk to you next week, Coach.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Final score here in this one. Those are wrong as well. It's not updating. 49-14, your final score. So with the win, UPIKE goes to 3-5 on the season. They're 3-1. They bring in KCU for Senior Day next week. 3 o'clock kickoff here at Hambly. Union falls to 3-5 on the season. They'll go to 2-4 in conference play. Hat tip to the entire crew here today. Phenomenal job by them. Rick Bentley, Wyatt Oxley, and the Sports Information Office here, and Charlie Pinson, my color commentator. Always a pleasure. That's it for us here. 49-14, your final for everyone here at the UPIKE Sports Network. I'm James Carr. Have a great weekend, everyone.